Have you ever wondered why some people seem to have it all, while others struggle to get by? Why some are happy, healthy, and successful, while others are unhappy, sick, and broke? Is it just luck, or is there something more behind it? What if I told you that there is hidden wisdom that can unlock the mysteries of life and help you achieve your highest potential? The laws that govern the universe are expressed through 7 basic underlying principles, which I explained one by one in my previous video. These principles constitute a master key through which universal wisdom is unveiled, including the requirements to obtain what we desire. But there is one more, an 8th principle. This all-encompassing principle, also referred to as the lost principle, is the cornerstone of all creation. It's called the generative principle because it generates and creates, fueling the entire process of creation. Just as Genesis means the beginning or creation, the generative principle initiates and sustains the laws of the universe. By understanding and practicing this principle, we tap into the energy that drives all of existence. This generative principle is the vital force that powers the manifestation of reality, making it the most important of all the Hermetic principles. This generative energy is what fuels all of creation, and it's known as care. Care refers to what you give attention to and help to grow. Whatever you focus on is ultimately what gets generated, created, and expanded. This doesn't mean you should ignore what's happening in the world or avoid anything negative to prevent feeding and empowering it. That's not the intention. If you do that, you are actually feeding ignorance, allowing it to grow. By ignoring the negative, you ensure that more of it occurs. You fuel it through ignorance, allowing it to expand and take over. The key is understanding what you are giving your energy to. What you focus on and care about enough to spend your time and attention on is what you manifest in the world. This is what is meant by care. It generates our collective experience. This is how the real law of attraction works. The lost principle is the dynamic of care. What we care about on a day-to-day basis drives our thoughts and actions. And this is why it is called the generative principle, as it underscores our role in the constant creation of our experiences, even if we are often unaware of it. It means we need to develop the heart-mind-guts approach. Heart first, then mind, then guts, in that order. Care comes first. You have to care enough to seek knowledge. Then, you need to act on that knowledge and put it into practice. That's the order. Heart, mind, guts, care, knowledge, action. All 3 elements need to be in place for it to work effectively. This is what unity consciousness entails. Unity consciousness occurs when thoughts, emotions, and actions align and work together harmoniously. There should be no contradiction between them. What we think, how we feel, and how we act should be consistent and unified. Therefore, since care drives our thoughts and actions, it ultimately shapes the quality of our life experiences. Care is what generates the entire process. Think of the heart as a pump within the body. What does a pump do? It generates energy and moves life force, like blood, throughout the body. The heart pumps this life force through our entire physiology, enabling us to sustain life. The heart acts as the generator, the vital center of our being. As crucial as the brain is, the heart ultimately drives our experiences, because what we care about shapes our daily thoughts, and consequently, our actions. It's called the generative principle because it means to create. Genesis, the creation. The term generative comes from the Latin verb generare, which means to create. The generative principle is what we use to create, and it's often lost because people lack care. Hence, it's the lost principle. Here is how it works. what we care deeply enough to act upon, our heart, mind, and determination, with determination representing will and action, the masculine principle, is what achieves results in the physical realm. Action driven by care is the catalyst that shapes our reality based on our desires and priorities. What we care enough to put our will behind is ultimately what gets created or manifested in our world. This process is driven by care. It is the generator or pump that fuels the will. It's the essence that brings life to whatever it focuses on. Imagine all of existence as a vast realm of imagination. In this context, care is the energy that infuses thoughts, awareness, and will into a specific part of this realm. When these three energies, thoughts, awareness, and will, are concentrated like a laser beam on a particular part of existence, they nurture it into life. This is how reality is created and how being comes into existence. This nurturing process is the true meaning of the feminine principle, bringing something into reality through focused attention and care. To understand and apply this lost principle, we need to align our energies by harmonizing our mind and heart. This alignment allows you to become the creator of your own destiny. When you clearly visualize your goals and genuinely feel the emotions associated with them, you awaken the inner alchemist, the creator of worlds. This process of creation starts within you and materializes in your everyday life. If you constantly think negative thoughts and feel negative emotions, that is what you will manifest in your life. However, if you focus on a clear vision of yourself achieving your goals and wrap that vision in positive emotions, you will gradually see your dreams come to life. Consistency is key. It's not enough to focus on your goals sporadically while spending the rest of the time dwelling on negative thoughts and emotions. The universe responds to the present moment, so it's important to consistently focus on positive thoughts, emotions, and actions. This is why Neville Goddard emphasized not wasting time on regret, because dwelling on past mistakes only perpetuates them. Instead, focus on feeling and thinking as if you are already the person you want to be. By consistently maintaining this mindset and emotional state, you will see your reality change over time. The key is to ensure that your thoughts and feelings resonate at a higher vibration. If you find yourself feeling sad or depressed, it's important not to deny those emotions. Instead, accept them. Gradually, through the art of mental transmutation, shift your vibration towards more positive and elevated thoughts. Acceptance is crucial because it allows you to later transform and exchange negative energy into positive energy. Therefore, you hold the key, the power to change your own thoughts through directed will. The essence of true alchemy lies not in transmuting physical lead into gold, but in transforming the base lead of our own ego into the pure gold of wisdom and supreme consciousness. Care is the generative principle behind where attention goes, energy flows. It shapes the flow of awareness and directs our focus. We naturally attend to the things we care about. This is why, from the highest level of reality, this focused attention is known as conscious awareness. Because when we are paying attention to something, we are caring about it. That means that our energy is focused in that direction. Existence is fundamentally tied to our attention. Nothing manifests unless it is consciously observed and given attention. Our care directs this flow. This generative principle is what creates the universe and shapes our physical dimension. In our personal lives, our experience of care is centered around what we choose to focus on. When we direct our attention towards something, we also channel our consciousness and energy in that direction. This act of paying attention reveals what truly matters to us, as our actions follow where our attention is placed. These three forces, thoughts, emotions, and actions, are interconnected aspects of consciousness. Your focused attention acts as a powerful magnet, drawing forth whatever you direct your energy towards through thoughts, emotions, and actions. What we choose to attend to shapes our reality because it guides our actions in that direction. Care requires action, and it is through these actions that we manifest or create in this physical dimension. Imagine you have a project at work that you are passionate about succeeding. You invest time and effort into researching, planning, and executing it diligently. Your focused attention and persistent effort towards achieving milestones in the project are akin to nurturing its growth. Just like watering a plant to foster its growth, your actions, such as making strategic decisions, meeting deadlines, and adapting your strategies, are what manifest the success of the project in the physical realm. In this way, your attentive focus combined with purposeful action transforms your vision into reality. This process exemplifies the law of attraction at work, where we harness the non-physical aspect of care, the energy of our attention. This focused stream of attention brings in the energetic components necessary for creation to begin. However, it's equally crucial to take action steps to nurture something into existence. One of the significant challenges that collective consciousness encounters when focusing its attention and taking action to create something is the tendency to not take the correct actions toward what we are focusing on. To manifest the outcomes we desire, it's crucial that our actions are not just constant, but also thoughtful. Without awareness, our actions directed by our attention might inadvertently support negative outcomes or undesirable versions of reality. Therefore, mindful action driven by awareness is essential for creating positive outcomes. And that's when they transform from actions coming from really unaligned, imbalanced state into actions that are beneficial for us. The elites in mass media understand this principle well. They manipulate care to keep humanity and our collective consciousness disconnected, because they know it's the key to creating reality. By suppressing this knowledge, they maintain control and influence over the collective, ensuring people lose touch with their creative power. In doing so, they enslave the collective to those who understand how to manipulate reality. This underscores why knowledge is power. However, possessing knowledge without putting it into practice is akin to burying precious metals, futile and worthless. Knowledge, like wealth, must be applied. It's analogous to the adage that stagnant water breeds poison. Learning is futile if not applied in practice. In fact, neglecting to do so can be detrimental rather than beneficial. Understanding care, knowing where to focus your attention, and mastering the art of nurturing positive and mindful thoughts and actions can lead to the manifestation of entirely different realities.